Oh man, that brings back some memories. All right, so the next woman, you got to hear from Tracy Fujikani. Another round of applause for Tracy Fujikani, our two-star crown. Now you're gonna get to hear from another one of our crown distributors. She is, oh wait, am I supposed to be doing this part? Sorry, I'm getting she gives me the look and then I don't know if I'm going or, okay.
Can we give Holly a round of applause? Okay. So as we close out our day, you guys I'm a blueprint, right? So you guys got to see the flow. At the beginning, we saw what it was all about, Pirium. Heard from the owner of the company. We recognize our consultants, our director. You heard from Todd Falcone. We recognize our consultants, directors, executives. Then you got to see our diamond leadership. So those are all of our leaders. And then you got to hear from our crowns that we featured just now. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna introduce to you somebody who crossed over. Somebody who was a part of a diamond distributorship. She was a red diamond, and then she achieved the crown rank. This woman is an amazing woman. I remember the first time I met her, and I was at a networking event, and she called me, or I called her, and I remember the intensity in her voice, and that's what I listened for, that confidence and that passion, and she had that intensity in her voice. And then I remember calling Geraldine going, who is this woman? And they said, oh, she's amazing. And to see what has happened a year from now, I'm not surprised, but we are all absolutely overjoyed. So I'd like to congratulate and recognize Team Wee's brand new crown, P. Schneider.
If you were to tell me that I would have been 30 pounds lighter, no arthritis, no food addictions, healthy, and making over a five-figure income a month, I would have thought you were crazy. And it's been a crazy, crazy journey. I mean, this is just, I just feel so blessed. When I found this company, and I shared many gift cards. I was helping friends and family. I was watching them lose weight. I was watching them get off medications. I was watching them get healthy. And I knew at that moment that I found home. I knew at that moment that this was going to be big. And I made a decision. I made a decision that I was going to help change lives. That this was home. I had a job though. I had a job, and I knew that there was no way I was going to be big. There's no way I was going to lead what I wanted to lead, be a part and the center of the mission with that job. But I knew I was going to be in the center of this mission. I knew that I was going to help lead the way. I fell in love with Dave Sandoval's vision. I fell in love with how he wanted to change the way Americans are eating, are looking at food. I fell in love with that mission. I fell in love with the Million Mom movement. I believed it. I knew we needed it. When he was on the stage today, I was like almost bawling at my seat. Everything he was saying, I'm like, yes, that's why I wanted to do this. That's why I'm here today. I'm an N. How many of you N's? How many want to save the world? I know, I think it's a Hawaii thing too. But I just knew it, you guys, and I knew that I had to do something. I had a job. I made a decision 10 months ago, but my job was in my way. So what I did was, I had to carve out time. I knew that I wanted to do this full time and don't dedicate 110% of my life to changing lives. I found home. This was where I wanted to be. And that job was in my way. So I basically got on three-way calls driving to work, got on three-way calls driving home, met people at lunch for mini healthy happy hours. I'd go to healthy happy hours at night, even though I knew I had to work early in the morning. I carved out the time because I knew that job was in my way. And 3 months later, I left it. So here's the thing. You know, you've heard Shonda talk about her why, Geraldine talk about the why. I'm a single mom, and raising my kids as a single mom was tough. They're old, I mean not old, they're adults, they're 20s. But when I saw this, I realized I had a chance to make it up for them, because I didn't have money raising them. But I could make it up. I didn't have time, like Shonda was saying, I didn't have the time. Other people raised them. I was working all the time. But I'm going to make it up to them. You know, you've heard people talk about time freedom. Okay, so here's what I want to share with you, all right? You got to find your why. You got to figure out why you're going to do this. You know, you see my why, the why that makes you cry. You got to figure out your why. What will it take? How much money? What happens in your life if you make all the money in the world? First of all, how much is all that money? Determine how much all that money is. And then what would your life look like and feel like making all that money? And how would you feel? Think about how would you feel. Paint the picture, you guys. I put in prayer. I'm always in prayer. Every morning, I pray for my team. I pray for how I could help them. I always have been guided by the Lord. And thanks to Him, one morning, I woke up in prayer, and He said, it was loud and clear. It was a message, you guys, loud and clear. And He just said, help them find their why. And that's all I've been doing. You guys know my team put me on a three-way call. I'm talking about the future. I'm painting the future. I'm asking people, how would your life be if you were making all this money? How would you feel? I don't let people go until I know that they know where we're going to be in the future, that they know what they're holding in the palm of their hands. Because I take it as a responsibility, because I put people in prayer that, Lord, bring me people. Who am I supposed to work with? So I take it very personally. And when I talk to somebody, and these lights are super bright, when I talk to somebody, I actually take that so personal. After I've helped them, just help them dream again and find their why. Their name goes on my whiteboard. Remember Todd was talking about his whiteboard? When people find their why, their name goes on this whiteboard. So here's the deal, you guys. I have time freedom now. I just came back from visiting my daughter one day in Tennessee, one day because she needed mommy. Thank you, God bless.